So there was a different Matt Walsh video I wanted to cover, but apparently this audio of him talking about teenage girls floated around, so I guess we're talking about that instead. First up, we have one from Vasha. It is a finished version of the one they posted previously, saying that Suris asked what a proto is, so I decided to make him into one. I still don't know what a proto is, and I don't think I'm ever going to find out. So let's go to the next one. This one is from Rockhopper Fluffy Boy. A doodle put together while working on a larger piece. Credit to ESA for the picture of the next available planet. Am I grabbing a laundry machine and chicken? Huh. We ship it. The SS Ara motherfucker. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. The last one we have here is from Slutty Maple Syrup. A work in progress of my first piece of Suris fan art. Part of something larger, but hands, feet, and faces are hard. Shout out to Dragon Wolf. Used your work as a reference for how to stuff slime Suris in a jar. You guys just... This is about hurting me, isn't it? This is about hurting me, right? It is. It is. Anyways, as always, thank you all for your fan art submissions. If you want your fan art to be shown in a future video, the best way to do so is to drop it into the fan art section of the Discord. With that said, if you haven't subscribed already or hit the bell notification icon, please consider doing so, as those things help the channel out more than I will ever. Fuck you, Niji Kawasatoki! And your 50,001 channel points. A present for you. I guess I have to say that word. Ooh, shall be one with you. Every time I cover Matt Walsh, one of you drops that thing. Look, I just want to know where you live so I can have a conversation with you that involves a baseball bat. Anyways, is love the right word? No, it's not. It's not. It's not at all. But I don't want to play baseball. But I do. They said I misheard it as a faceball bat. It's a faceball bat. Sarah Chikorita, thank you for redeeming your points for an owl. Anywho. Okay, so this audio comes to us courtesy of Media Matters. I have not listened to it in its entirety. I've listened to all of 10 seconds of it because I wanted to make sure that my reaction to it would be genuine. So let's go ahead and take a listen to Matt Walsh's views on women the age of 16, apparently.
It is not. In fact, ever since the beginning of time, teenage girls have been getting pregnant. It used to be more common. The peak, ever since they started keeping records of these things, which they only started doing recently, like in the 20th century, but ever since they started keeping records, in 1957 was the peak for teenage pregnancy. 1957. Not 2009,
well, back
not
then,
today.
All of them were supposed to have kids. Like, that's when you had kids.
That's my point, okay? So to all of a sudden act like this phenomenon of girls getting pregnant at a young age that we consider young, 16 or 17, to act like it's a new thing is ridiculous. It's always been that way. Even biologically, and this is me just stating, right now I'm going to start by just stating facts. So fact number one, it's not a new phenomenon. Fact number two, in fact, it's a phenomenon that was more common earlier in history, and for, the first 6,000 to 10,000 years of human existence, it was a normal thing. Fact three, girls between the ages of like 17 and 24 is when they're technically most fertile.
Yeah.
Okay? That's biological. That's a fact, all right? I'm just stating facts. That's all I'm doing.
Okay, I wonder if Matt Walsh knows that whenever you state a fact into the aether, it is never actually stated into the aether. It's never thrown completely randomly. There's always a reason you are saying it. There was always a reason you are stating that fact. He's basically saying it was a historical thing to rape children, so we continue raping children. I find myself having a hard time disagreeing with that, Salem. Let's see here. Let's see here. I'm gonna do a quick thing here. Let's take a look here. So a woman's peak reproductive years are between the late teens and late 20s. So the gap is actually larger than what he is saying. Think more like 27, 28, 29. Decline in fertility doesn't start until about your mid-30s. So in scope, he's wrong. But let's continue. It's already kind of yikesy. Like, why would you be on this tangent of talking about kids getting pregnant?
But what happened recently, and this is the fourth fact, recently in the last 30 years or so, we decided that that's way too young to start a family.
Yeah, 16 is way too young to start a family. You're still in school. Your brain doesn't stop developing until age 25. I would argue you're too young to start a family until at least then. You want to take some time to get fucking established in your life first.
Why?
And because now
divorce rates would probably go up, and once you're that young, you can't really make sure that you know.
No, girls are no.
Because girls were getting married early, and marriages were lasting longer.
Marriages were lasting longer because of societal pressure. You got shunned from your church, which was like your only place to have sociability if you got a divorce. Don't know. Also, we need to have the conversation. We always need to have the conversation. Is marriage a good thing? Because some marriages the fuck aren't.
You very rarely hear about like these relationships that go to their your diamond anniversary, your 50th anniversary, and all this. That's a dying breed of people out there.
Yeah, and those all
because people are realizing they don't have to be attached to the same person for 50 years. Some relationships can go that far. Some relationships can last that long, and it's a beautiful thing when it happens. But some people realize that if their husband is beating the shit out of you, it's maybe time to leave. If they're beating the fuck out of your kids, it's maybe time to leave. Marriages last longer when divorce is shunned or illegal. Wow, what a weird coincidence. What a weird coincidence.
were all people that got married very young. That's why
they're still alive.
Yeah, that's why you can have someone in their 70s who's celebrating their 55th wedding anniversary because they got married when they were teenagers. So what I'm saying is that the problem is not per se teenage pregnancy. It's unwed pregnancy. That's the problem in society.
No, it's not unwed. Okay, so wait, hold on. By Matt's fucking logic, if a 14-year-old gets impregnated, it's okay so long as an arranged marriage happened. The problem wasn't that she was a teenager and got pregnant. Oh, no. The problem was that she was a teenager and got pregnant, but she didn't have the magical piece of fucking paper. The magical piece of paper that somehow is supposed to change your relationship. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to go on a fucking tangent about marriage real quick. Marriage is a piece of paper that fundamentally changes jack fucking shit in your relationship, except for your legal responsibilities when it comes to alimony and taxes and shit like that. If you want to get married, that is a you decision. Do it, by all means. But understand that marriage doesn't mean shit except what you put into it. And I don't put a lot of fucking stock in it. Because otherwise, someone would have to make the case that somebody they just met and just married a week ago, that somehow that relationship has more going for it than the one I have with my partner Raz when we've been living together for 6 years. I'm sorry, your marriage means jack shit to me. That magic piece of paper doesn't suddenly change how we're supposed to look at a teenager getting pregnant. A teenager getting pregnant when we are supposed to. Matt, I thought we were supposed to be against child grooming. I thought we were supposed to be against that. I thought we, as a society, were supposed to be against kids not being allowed to be kids. If you're a teenager, you're still a goddamn fucking kid. I'm sorry. Until you are a legal adult, you're a fucking child to me. And if we're supposed to be protecting and sheltering these people, if we're supposed to be making sure that they're allowed to live their life without fucking childhood indoctrination and shit like that, why does Matt Walsh go on this tirade about, like, no. If they have the magic ring, if they have the magic fucking ring, it's okay. It's okay that they were pregnant at 13, 14, 15, 16. It's okay. Because they had the magic ring. No. On an individual basis, the people who choose to keep their children at whatever age is their own business. However, saying that it is not a problem merely because a piece of paper was not involved is fucking asinine.
Society. It's only problematic when you are not married and you don't have the man there to help you take care of the kids because he's a coward. And the reason why we have that now are for two reasons. Because we have in current society, we live in the age of extended adolescence.
Of extended adolescence, you know? What do you mean by fucking extended adolescence? Are we just talking about people who have childhoods and they last up until the point where they're 18? Because I don't see the fucking problem with that. I don't see an issue with people having a childhood and being able to just live that childhood. I will fight anyone who tries to force my kid to marry and have babies when they don't want. So, that's not the only bit of audio that was apparently unearthed from Media Matters. There's another one that has been pulled up, and we're going to take a listen to it right now. Also, I'm going to say this right now. I did do a video. It should be out by the time this video's out. It might be out before or after. But I did do a video on cancel culture and how, you know, there are people who will take the things you said years ago or the things you said a while ago that you've changed on and use them against you, and I have a problem with that. Here's my issue. To my knowledge, Matt Walsh has not and will probably never say that these things he said were wrong. He'll just go, I was stating facts. Do you hate that, lib? Was that audio something Matt Walsh published publicly? Nope. That audio was leaked. But we have one more piece of audio that has come out that hopefully will talk a little less about 16-year-olds getting impregnated.
Mind you, but they don't exist in a vacuum down there. They're just if there's kind of like a portal from another universe or something that is letting people through, they're right at ground zero of the portal, so they're going to get everything first, but then we're going to get we're going to eventually get it too.
Yeah.
Nija Kawasaki, thank you for redeeming your points for an owl. Anyways, back to the thing.
So a 213% increase in Hispanic children in the next 40 years. That's insanity. That's actually the next 30 years.
How is that insanity? Why the fuck does it matter? Hispanic people getting pregnant, why does that fucking matter, Matt? Why is that important? Can you explain to me why that's important? Why that's insanity? Why that might be alarming? Why is the audio grainy? Because it is. I don't know.
That's like the current rate, right? Like, you know, if they do, you know, magically put up a wall or something of that nature, that number would probably come down a little bit, wouldn't it? Yeah,
at the current rate, that's what they're looking at. The state's largest county, Harris County, will shed Anglos throughout the coming decades. Shedding Anglos. There's something band name. By
Shedding Anglos. Again, why does that fucking matter? The only reason to panic about there being fewer white people in America is if you are piss poor scared that minorities are going to treat us the way that we have historically treated them. And if you are terrified about that, then maybe you should make an active effort to make life a little easier for other people around you. Holy fucking shit. Salem says, you know how we're always talking about how sex ed prevents teen pregnancy and be face palming at areas who have high teen pregnancy because of bad sex ed? Well, we didn't really expect that's actually what they want all along. It's just so ludicrous to imagine anyone would want that. No, people like Matt. Okay, I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say people like Matt Walsh want women getting pregnant earlier and earlier because people like Matt Walsh want a world where women are perpetually dependent on men. That's my take. I will stand by that take 100%. People like him, Ben Shapiro, Nick Fuentes, they think barefoot and pregnant means that a woman will not fucking speak up. That, maybe I'm wrong, but I doubt it.
2040, Harris County will have about 516,000 fewer Anglos than live in the Houston area in 2000. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, the specifics of the Texas demographics, not really important. But the point is, you see how, and we've heard this before, maybe this is more dramatic than what we've heard in before. And when no one's actually said it's over for us, we're done. Our race of people, we're singing our swan song right now. We're the last of the Mohicans.
What? Our race of people. We're singing our swan song. Who the fuck is paying 1 mana for a counterspell that turns something into a fucking swan? Who? Who's paying $15 for that piece of shit? Anyways.
The last of the Anglos. He's the first person to jump to that conclusion. But all of the studies we've seen, and just when you look around yourself, that's what you see. Now, there might be some people that say, well, okay, so what? Big deal. It's not, it's still people living here. So maybe the races mix a little bit, and it's no big deal.
Yeah, it's no big deal if the races mix. Who fucking cares?
We all move on. Well, it is because we're all dying off. That's what the problem is. It's not that we're just, as the Mexicans come in, we magically meld with them and become like them. It's not like that. It's that we are dying off. Just like any other species of animal does. We're dying, and the way that animals, there's 2 ways that animals die off. Well, 3 ways. One's disease, 2 is deforestation, or they lose their habitat, which, okay, look at us. And then the 3rd one is that they stop reproducing. And those.
So let me get this straight. If a white person and a brown person fuck, what do you get there? Because people like Matt apparently believe that that's just a brown person. Despite their, it's this fucking idea that if you have a white person breed, you've somehow diluted our pure blood or some shit. I'm sorry. No, this is just racial supremacy. This is just fucking dumbassery. This is dumbassery. This is great replacement dumbassery. So this is some Third Reich shit? Basically. Pretty much.
And usually all 3 of those things happen kind of simultaneously. And that's what's happening with us. The extinction.
Yeah, he thinks white people and Hispanic people are a different species. Matt, race as it pertains to human beings is made the fuck up. Blue Screen says, I'm literally mixed. I literally don't even know what my fucking heritage is. You know why? Because I don't care. Because it's a nothing issue. It's a nothing problem for me. As it should be for most people. We're just people. But for Matt, we're not just people. No, our race is apparently very important for Matt. Matt Walsh, who gets mad at things like the BLM movement for prioritizing protecting a particular subset of race, he gets mad at that movement, but, he, in his hubris, does the exact same goddamn thing.
Of the Anglo-Saxon race is just like that. Now, the solution is pretty simple. It's just, the solution is to freaking reproduce and have kids and have family.
So this is why he wants a bunch of teenagers pregnant. This is why he wants teenagers to fuck more. Because if dumb white teenagers fuck more, then the Anglo-Saxon race won't die off, or some shit. Yeah, he can get mad at Peppa Pig. I think this is it. He's mad at gay people because it means that straight people aren't fucking. He's mad at trans people because there's a chance at infertility when you go on HRT or go through various surgeries. If you think about every single group of people he's angry at, it's somebody who has more issue reproducing statistically, awkwardly. This man is so fixated on breeding. So fucking fixated on breeding. It doesn't make any sense to me. Matt, if a different group of people come into the United States and they intermingle and become citizens and they fuck, quote, our people, do you know the people that are born from that? More of our people. Citizenry is a made-up goddamn concept. Race is a made-up goddamn concept. Your skin color doesn't matter. Shut up. Oh my god. Axolotl says, I've been thinking and looking into the race and humans thing. Aside from small differences like burning, sickness, immunities, all humans are the same. Thing I like to use is 2 packs of wolves. Yeah, no, there are more genetic differences between 2 white people than there are between a white and a black person. 9 times out of 10. I know Matt's done a response video, but that's gonna have to be another video for mine. This is enough yikes to cram into a single segment. This is enough yikes. Jesus. I deliberately did not listen to either of those audios in their entirety before starting this segment because I wanted my reaction to be as genuine as possible. And yeah, I kind of want to, you know, Twitch, you have a very restrictive TOS. And that's probably for the better right now. Anywho, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, not violating TOS. We're going to move on to the next topic. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. That's dumb. Insert end of video tagline here.